So Jason, what was more fun in this one? Driving through London, standing in an elevator, or putting faces against the wall?
Always putting the faces against the wall. Anything to work with my favourite people on a movie set are the stunt teams. I have a great affection for the stunt guys that we work alongside. I train with them in my spare time. They anything that has me working alongside the stunt guys, I'm a happy guy.
But is it still that you try to do as many stunts as you can?
Of course. Yeah. I mean, anyone who knows my background will know that all the movies I do, I try my utmost to do everything that I can. Yeah.
Yeah. What can you live out in this role of Deckard Shaw that you maybe can't live out in all the other roles you played?
They're all interrelated in some way, characters that I play, because I'm playing them. It's not that I'm creating some real, polar opposite to the character I played in the last movie. The Deckard Shaw is a quintessentially British guy, which is what I am, I guess. Deckard Shaw is I always like to play some kind of. I think when we was trying to sort of hatch out who Deckard Shaw was, he had to have a very deep contrast to who Hobbs, played by Dwayne Johnson. What's Hobbs' name? Luke Hobbs.
Luke. Yeah.
I had to think who it was. Hobbs. Luke Hobbs. Deckard Shaw had to be a complete and polar opposite and contrast to Luke Hobbs. And I think that the more we lent into that, the more the audience could enjoy what we did on screen, because it's the two opposites having to come together, oil and water, having to work together. It's great for the dynamic tension on screen.
Yeah, that's right. What can you tell me about Dwayne Johnson that he wouldn't want anyone to know?
Probably nothing, because if he doesn't want people to know, he'd be pissed off if I told him.
So what will happen then?
Huh?
So if you're going to post you some text?
Yeah, well, look,
happening.
I'm respectful, and I'm sure he wouldn't want to tell stories about me. So we have a good understanding that way. We're friends, you know what I mean? Guys don't tell silly tales. Yeah. It's not that he does anything too unusual anyway. I'm sure if I was to try and conjure up one of his daily habits that people didn't know about, I'd probably be a liar.
We just talked about maybe we had the hottest week of the year here in Germany right now. What are the 3 things you always have to do during summer?
3 things: shower, and shower.
Yeah. So you just told me you have no problem with the warmth, but
I prefer the cold. There's always I can always get warm, but getting cool in a very humid environment, I always find a little bit more uncomfortable. Everything's so sticky and hot. Being cold, I find, is a much easier way to sustain a level. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe favorite drink during summer?
Favorite drink, probably water.
Okay, then all with the water there.
Yeah. I was going to say beer, but that would have been last year.
Yeah. Do you think you're ever going to be too old to do some crazy stunts in front of the camera?
There's always an age limit to your physical ability, but I guess there's some people same age as me that can barely get out of bed without moaning. There's there's people much older than me. Stallone's making Rambo in his and he's in his 70s. So you have to sustain some kind of physical maintenance to be able to extend into your later years, and I'm very aware of that.
Yeah. And do you think you're ever going to dance again in a music video?
Probably not. Mistakes are better left that way.
Yeah, I'm probably not the first one that is talking about you.
Yeah. Hey, listen, it's a long road, right?
Thank you so much, and all the best with the movie. Thank you.
All the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much.